All right, so this story kicks off in this super chill suburban neighborhood with this kid named Ferris Bueller. Right off the bat, Ferris is our main dude. He's charming, smooth talking, and a total schemer. You know that type? The guy who can sell ice to a polar bear and make it look like a genius idea? That's Ferris. And today, he's decided he needs a break from the monotony of high school life. Yep, Ferris is faking sick to get out of school. But hold up, this isn't just your average stay home, play video games kind of sick day. No, Ferris has a whole plan. He convinces his parents he's on death's door, complete with a thermometer warmed against a lamp, pitiful groans, and some Oscar-worthy acting. His parents totally buy it and leave him at home. Mission accomplished, right? Wrong. This is just the beginning. Next up, we've got Ferris's best friend, Cameron Fry. Now, Cameron's the polar opposite of Ferris. He's this neurotic, anxiety-ridden mess who's probably afraid of his own shadow. And let's not forget, he's got a major daddy issues situation going on. His dad's this control freak who treats his vintage Ferrari 250 GT California like it's more important than his own kid. So, of course, Ferris ropes Cameron into his master plan, even though Cameron's whining and panicking the whole time. But wait, there's one more piece to this puzzle. Ferris's girlfriend, Sloane Peterson. Sloane's cool, laid back, and totally in sync with Ferris's vibe. The catch? She's stuck in school. No problem for Ferris, though. He cooks up this fake emergency story about her grandma dying and gets Cameron to pose as Sloane's grieving dad to pick her up. Cue a hilariously awkward moment where Cameron's pretending to be all sad and serious in front of the principal. Speaking of the principal, let's talk about Ed Rooney. This guy is the definition of petty. He's made it his life's mission to catch Ferris in the act because he knows Ferris is up to no good. Rooney's like a bloodhound on Ferris's trail, but honestly, the guy's not very bright. He spends the whole day trying and failing to outsmart a teenager, and it's just embarrassing. But we'll get to his shenanigans in a bit. Now back to Ferris. With Sloane in tow and Cameron reluctantly behind the wheel of his dad's prized Ferrari, yeah, Ferris talked him into it, the trio's day of freedom officially kicks off. And man, they don't hold back. They hit up downtown Chicago like it's their playground. First stop? The parking garage, where they leave the Ferrari with some sketchy attendants. Spoiler alert, those guys take the car on the joyride of their lives. But Ferris and the gang have no clue. From there, it's one iconic stop after another. They visit the Sears Tower, back when it was still called that, and lean over the edge to take in the view. They head to an art museum, where Cameron has this surprisingly profound moment staring at a painting, like he's looking into his soul or something. It's deep, but also kind of sad when you think about how much pressure this guy's under. And then there's the parade. Oh man, the parade. Ferris somehow ends up on a float, lip-syncing to Twist and Shout by the Beatles. The crowd goes wild. It's chaotic, it's joyful, it's Ferris being Ferris. Meanwhile, Principal Rooney's having the worst day of his life. He's determined to catch Ferris skipping school, so he's creeping around Ferris's house like some kind of cartoon villain. But every attempt he makes backfires hilariously. He gets attacked by the family dog, loses his shoe in the mud, and basically ends up looking like a total fool. Even when he thinks he's finally got Ferris, it turns out to be Ferris's elaborate booby trap, a dummy in bed rigged to snore. The guy just can't catch a break. Back in the city, things take a turn when Cameron has a mini meltdown. He's been bottling up all this anger and frustration about his dad, and it all comes spilling out in a poolside freakout. But Ferris and Sloane manage to calm him down, and they're back on track for more adventures. Eventually, though, the fun has to end. They retrieve the Ferrari, only to discover it's been driven way more miles than Cameron's dad would ever allow. Panic sets in. Ferris tries to cover it up by running the car in reverse to roll back the odometer. Don't ask me how that's supposed to work. But no dice. Cameron, surprisingly, decides to take a stand. He's like, screw it, I'm facing my dad. This ends today. Growth moment for Cameron? Check. The day wraps up in a mad dash for Ferris to get home before his parents. This part's like a mini action movie, with Ferris jumping fences, running through backyards, and narrowly avoiding Rooney, who's still lurking around like a weirdo. In the end, Ferris makes it just in time, flops back into bed, and pretends he's been sick the whole day. His parents? None the wiser. Even Rooney gets his comeuppance when Ferris's sister, Jeannie, who's been having her own side adventure, rats him out to the authorities. And that's pretty much it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one for the books, a chaotic, hilarious, feel-good romp that's as much about friendship and breaking the rules as it is about sticking it to authority. Ferris is the guy we all wish we could be, even for just a day. And honestly, that's what makes this film a classic. It's Ferris's world. We're just living in it. If you liked it, follow us for more videos. Leave a like and comment which story you want to see here on the channel.